Hello.
Okay, you guys ready?
Welcome.
Are you starting this one, or am I starting this one, or is Dad starting this one?
I don't know. Neil. Whatever. Welcome to Omnis Eat Vegan. I'm John.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Neil.
Today we're going to be talking about beef, or things that are beef substitutes, or things that are like beef. We're going to be looking at Beyond Beef, Light Life, Gimme Lean, meatless vegan beef, and Don't Be a Piggy, meatless sausage-style crumbles.
So we have 3 different brands here. I think we've said in a previous episode that we are limited in some of the types of food that are available in this area, given that we just have local grocery stores. We don't have too many of the bigger chain stores. So we do have, like John said, this Beyond Beef. It's Feisty Crumble, the Light Life, Gimme Lean Veggie Beef, and then we only could find those 2 beef replacements, which is why we're trying this Wegmans brand Don't Be Piggy meatless sausage style crumbles. So it's supposed to be a sausage replacement, but we figured it would do in a pinch if you were looking for something to replace hamburger. So we're going to cook these up real quick, and then we will be back to taste them and tell you what we think. We have heated up the 3 meat replacements. Here we have the Beyond Beef Feisty Crumble. In this bowl, the yellow bowl, we have the Light Life Gimme Lean Meatless Veggie Beef. And in the blue bowl, we've got the Don't Be Piggy Sausage Style Crumble. So which one do we want to start with, boys?
This one.
Alright, take a little bit of it and we will pass it on. One thing I noticed about this one in particular was that I cooked it in a little bit of water, and I cooked the sausage replacement in a little bit of water as well. And as this one cooked in the water, it really started to like fall apart.
It was like taco meat.
That's what I said when I was cooking, is that it smelled like taco meat.
Tastes like it.
Texture-wise, that's actually not far off beef.
I agree. I like the taco meat flavor.
It's a little bit off. It's a little bit different than hamburger. It's not very badly off, but it's a little bit different.
I would eat this.
So yeah, it reminds me a lot of Taco Bell meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell tacos, but that's exactly what this tastes like to me, is the Taco Bell taco meat. Even the way the juice, and I don't have any of the juice here, but even the way the juice came out of the meat, or the meat alternative, while we were cooking it.
I'm giving this a 7.
7? What do you think?
I would eat this.
7.
7? I'd say a 5 or a 6, just because I don't like the
Taco.
spicy flavor to it. There is a non-spicy flavor, but we got this one instead. So it's not bad. I don't prefer it. So
The next.
maybe I'm not.
Gimme Lean one.
Nice.
And this one we had to make the whole container just because it there doesn't close up. This was an interesting texture. When it came out of the package, it was very gooey. It's not very gooey, and a lot of it burned the bottom of the pan. And maybe I just had the heat up a little bit too high, but it really, really stuck to the pan. And it didn't crumble real well either. So,
I like.
texture-wise,
Not meat. It's not meat. No.
I agree. It's less meat-like than
Carnivore, or the
Beyond Beef was.
yeah.
It's less flavor.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have the spicy to it.
I like it. I'm gonna go 7 on that one too. I like that a lot.
I'd go 5. I like the taco meat one better.
I'm gonna go with 5 as well. And the other one I give a 5 because of the spiciness. This one I give a 5 just because I agree with you, Neil. It's not, doesn't have a lot of flavor.
A lot
Do
of
it.
flavor and doesn't really taste of meat.
Yeah.
Flavor, texture-wise.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Alright.
the piggy one.
You gonna start the piggy one here?
Sure.
The Wegmans brand Don't Be Piggy.
Smells more porkish.
And I didn't put a lot in this one either. I just put a little bit because it was a resealable container. So
Huh.
this one cooked really well. The fact that it was a bigger crumble than the smaller one, than some of the other ones, this one cooked up really well. Actually, there wasn't a lot of juice that came out of it, and I did put it in water as well. So not a lot of juice came out of it. It was an interesting texture when I put it in the pan. I haven't tasted it yet, but
Everyone.
wow,
Yeah,
that tastes like sausage.
yes. Yeah.
It doesn't have the consistency of
And
sausage.
we're
Yeah, it does.
And we're in PA Dutch country, so for us to say that something tastes like sausage,
Yeah, and it's actually spicy. It's got a spice to it.
yeah.
It has it shown on the front of the package as part of spaghetti, and I will tell you that I've had spaghetti with spaghetti sauce with sausage in it that tastes exactly like this.
Yes.
This is almost exactly spot on for me.
Yeah, and it's
Texture-wise, I think it's even
close.
very, very close
Yeah.
to sausage.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I agree. What would you give it?
I'd go 8 on that one. A little bit better than these
You
other
think
two.
that's
Now,
good? So what would you give it, Neil?
This one?
Yeah.
I believe this is my favorite one.
Okay.
Now, it could be just because it's more sausage than just meat based. But I'd say this is about an 8 as well.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit higher on this too. I'm gonna give this a 6, maybe a 7, like a 6.5. I'm not a huge fan of sausage and the spice. I'm not a spicy eater, so the spice in it is a little bit throwing me off there. But I'd probably give that about a 6.5.
Although, I don't know if we've done if we would release our homemade vegan goulash yet, but I would prefer if this one would be the one that's in it.
So we are going to be posting a video of John's original recipe, Pennsylvania goulash, very soon, and we're going to be using some of these products as well as some of the cheeses from our cheese tasting video. So you'll see that coming up in one of our cooking episodes. So coming soon. So overall, what do you think is your 1, 2, and 3 here, guys?
This is my one, and this is my first one. That's the second. This
Okay.
is
My
the
one.
third.
Okay.
1. I sort of like this. I don't know why. This is my 2, and that's
This is
my
your
3.
3?
Only because
So you scored this one higher.
I did only because now, but I just ate that.
Uh-huh.
If the challenge is to meet the
Meat.
is to be like beef.
Yeah.
I mean, if
That's-
I was comparing
that's
it to that's sausage to me, and because of my background in PA Dutch lore, that can't compare with these. Yeah.
All right.
That's just not sausage. I mean, that is not ground beef.
Okay. So I will say that I think the sausage is probably my favorite of the 3, but I agree with you that it's not ground beef. This just didn't have a lot of flavor, and this reminds me a little too much of Taco Bell tacos. And I do eat at Taco Bell, I just don't like their tacos.
But I think this will end up
Making a good goulash?
Yes,
I think because
I think with the tomatoes and all the spice that I tend to add to things, no one's gonna. I mean that.
Yeah, no, that looks...
is gonna look enough and
Yeah.
act enough like beef that if you came over and I served this to you, I don't think you would be able to taste it. It would
Okay.
fill the void as it were.
Alright. So, from Omnis Eat Vegan, you heard it here. These are our opinions. We purchased all these products. None of these were given to us. And these are just our opinions. Apparently Neil likes the sausage. If you feel like trying it, go ahead. I'm not sure I would recommend this by itself, but if you're going to be adding spice to it or seasoning to it, then this is probably a good beef alternative. If you don't want to add a lot of spice and you want to have something already pre-made, this is probably a good alternative. And this is probably a good alternative to add to your pastas. I agree with the picture on the front that this is going to be a good product to add to like a tomato-based sauce or something. So there you have it from Omnis Vegan. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.